In this class, we will discuss about the Rajasthan geography, and we will discuss about the physical division of Rajasthan, which is very important topic of Rajasthan geography. Dear student, before we read about physical division of Rajasthan, it is necessary to read the Alfred-Wegener continental theory, because dear student, Alfred-Wegener continental theory is directly related with the physical division of Rajasthan as well as physical division of India. So what is the Alfred-Wegener continental theory? What is the Alfred-Wegener's continental theory? Alfred-Wegener's continental theory. Continental theory. Dear student, Alfred Wegener gave his continental theory in 1912. Alfred Wegener gave his continental theory in 1912. And what is Alfred Wegener continental theory? Dear student, according to Alfred Wegener and Alfred Wegener's continental theory, according to Alfred Wegener, dear student, entire world was in the form of a body. We know that our continent is this time our continent is divided into, our earth part is divided into 7 different continents. But according to Alfred Wegener says in 1912, Alfred Wegener says in prehistoric era, in prehistoric period, entire world was in the form of a body, which is known as Pangea. According to Alfred, we know that our earth part is divided in 7 different continents, but in prehistoric era, according to Alfred, there was no continent, there was not any continent, only a supercontinent known as Pangea. We know that the 29% of earth is land part, and we know also that 71% part of earth is ocean part. According to Wegener, there is no continent, there is only a continent known as Pangea, and around it there was a ocean part. Known as Panthalassa. Then according to what is Pangea? Now we come to point. What is Pangea? According to Alfred Wegener, the supercontinent part of earth, the supercontinent part is known as Pangea, which is 29% of earth. And what is Panthalassa? Dear student, around Pangea there was a ocean part, which is known as the ocean part is called Panthalassa, and which is the 71% of earth, of the earth. Dear student, according to Wegener, the Pangea in historic era, the Pangea is divided into 2 different parts. According to Wegener, the Pangea is divided into 2 different parts. One is northern part and one is southern part. The northern part of Pangea is known as Angara land. And the southern part of Pangea is known as Gondwana land. So what is Angara? Now come to the point. What is Angara land? So Angara land, what is Angara land? The northern part of the earth is known as Angara land. And what is Gondwana land? Gondwana land, the Gondwana land, the southern part of earth, the southern part of, not earth, the southern part of Pangea, the southern part of Pangea is known as Gondwana land. And according to Alfred Wegener, dear student, when Pangaea is divided into two parts, there is a geocycline. There is a geocycline, and the ocean part, Panthalazza's water is come to this geocycline, and which is known as Tethys Sagar, which is known as Tethys Sagar, which is known as Tethys, which is known as Tethys Sea, which is known as Tethys Sea. Sorry, which is known as Tethys Sea. So three terms we learned from here: what is Angara land, and what is Gondwana land, and what is Tethys Sea. So what is Angara land, dear student? The northern part of Pangaea is known as Angara land, and the southern part of his Pangaea is known as Gondwana land. And what is Tethys Sea? There is a between Angara land and Gondwana land there is a geocycline which is known as Tethys Sea. So what is the moral of the Alfred Wegener continental theory? Come to the point. What is the moral of the Alfred Wegener theory? According to Alfred Wegener, when our earth part is divided into 7 continents, according to Alfred Wegener, there was a no continent, there was a only a continent known as Angara, known as Pangaea. Pangaea is divided into two parts, which is northern part and southern part. Northern part of Pangaea is known as Angara land, and the southern part of Pangaea is known as Gondwana land. And between the Angara land and Gondwana land, there was a geocycline known as Tethys Sea. So moral of the story is entire world was formed from entire world was formed from, according to Wegener, Angara land, Gondwana land, and Tethys Sea, The entire world is the remains of Angara land, Gondwana land, and Tethys Sea. So our Rajasthan is also formed from Gondwana land and Tethys Sea. So what is Angara land, what is Gondwana land, what is Tethys Sea? These term is directly related to physical division of Rajasthan. So according to Wegener, entire world was in the form of a body known as Pangaea. The Pangaea, what is Pangaea? Supercontinent part of Earth is known as Pangaea. And what is Panthalassa? Around Pangaea there was a ocean part known as Panthalassa, which is divided into Hind Mahasagar, which is divided into Prashant Sea, which is divided into Hind Mahasagar Sea. And the Panthalassa is the culmination of all sea, and the Pangaea is the culmination of all continents. And dear student, what is Angara land? The northern part of Pangaea is known as Angara land, and the southern part of Pangaea is known as Gondwana land. And what is the Tethys Sea? There was a geocycline between Angara land and Gondwana land. It is known as Tethys Sea. Entire world is the remains of Angara land, Gondwana land, and Tethys Sea. So dear student, according to Wegener, our Rajasthan is remains of Gondwana land, and Tethys Sea. No one part of Rajasthan is formed from Angara land. Our Rajasthan is only formed from Gondwana land and Tethys Sea. So these terms are directly related by the physical division of Rajasthan. Now come to our point: physical division of Rajasthan. Physical division of Rajasthan. Physical division of Rajasthan. Physical division of Rajasthan. Dear student, we know that our Rajasthan is divided into 4 physical regions, and which is given by the Dr. Hari Mohan Saxena in 1994. But dear student, is this Hari Mohan Saxena was the first person to divide Rajasthan physically? A question is asked from who was the first person to divide Rajasthan physically. Is this Harimon Saxena or other than this anyone else? So dear student, we read now we read the physical division of Harimohan Saxena. But dear student, Harimohan Saxena was the not first person to divide Rajasthan physically. Then who was the first person to divide Rajasthan physically? Dear student, the first person to divide Rajasthan physically was Professor V.C. Misra. Professor V.C. Misra. So a question is asked from here, who was the first person to divide Rajasthan physically? So dear student, Professor V.C. Misra was the first person to divide Rajasthan physically. Dear student, Professor V.C. Misra had given his physical division, had given his physical division in 1967. In his book in 1967 So what is the book name? A question is also asked from here, what is the Professor V.C. Misra's book name? Dear student, Professor V.C. Misra's write a book which is named by the physical division of Rajasthan. Physical division of Rajasthan. That is the Professor V.C. Misra's book written in 1967 by the Professor V.C. Misra. But dear student, this book was published in 1968. This book was published in 1968, and a book was published by the trust which is National Book Trust, So who was the first person to divide Rajasthan physically? Dear student, V.C. Misra was the first person to divide Rajasthan physically. When? In 1967. Where? In his book. What is his book name? Physical Division of Rajasthan. This book was published in 1968 by the National Book Trust. Dear student, in this book, Professor V.C. Misra, according to Professor V.C. Misra, Rajasthan is divided into 7 physical regions. In the base of climate, agriculture, industrial area, and still land part, So in the basis of climate, agriculture, industrial area and land part, a question is also asked from here, what was the basis of V.C. Misra's physical division? So these are the basis of these are four bases of V.C. Misra's physical division, that is climate, agriculture, industrial and land part. In this basis, V.C. Misra divide Rajasthan into 7 physical regions, where in his book, which is named Physical Division of Rajasthan in 1968. So V.C. Misra, according to V.C. Misra, Rajasthan is divided into 7 physical regions. That is first canal region. That is first canal region. Second, arid region. Third, semi-arid region. Fourth, Arauli region. Fifth, southeastern southeastern, southeastern Hadoti, southeastern, southeastern agriculture region, southeastern agriculture region. Sixth, eastern, eastern industrial, industrial and agri region, and agri region. And last, number 7, Chambal Behead, Chambal Behead region, Chambal Behead, Chambal Behead region, Chambal Behead region. So according to Professor V.C. Misra, Rajasthan is divided into 7 physical regions, which is canal region, which is arid region, semi-arid region, Aravalli region, southeastern agriculture region, eastern agriculture and industrial region, and last Chambal Behead region. So Professor V.C. Misra was the first person to divide Rajasthan physically. So dear student, now we read the physical division of Harimohan Saxena, but Harimohan Saxena was the not first person to divide Rajasthan physically. Then who was the first person? That is Professor V.C. Misra, and he had given his physical division in 1968, in 1967 or 8. The book written by him in 1967 and book published in 1968, and the publication by the National Book Trust. In this book, V.C. Misra, in the basis of climate, agriculture, industrial and land part, according V.C. Misra divided Rajasthan into 7 physical regions, which is canal region, arid region, semi-arid region, Aravalli region, southeastern agriculture region and eastern industrial region. Dear student, other than this, there a question is asked from here. We know that the Professor V.C. Misra was the first person to divide Rajasthan physically. Then who was the second person to divide Rajasthan physically? Dear student, the second person to divide Rajasthan physically, to divide Rajasthan physically was S.K. Sen. S.K. Sen. We know that first person V.C. Misra and second person was S.K. Sen. S.K. Sen. In the basis of climate. What is the base of S.K. Sen? In the basis of climate, what is the base of S.K. Sen's physical division is climate. S.K. Sen also divide Rajasthan physically in 1968. Dear student, who was the first person? Professor V.C. Misra in 1967 or 8. He divided Rajasthan into 7 physical regions, which is canal region, arid region, semi-arid region, Aravalli region, southeastern agriculture region and eastern agriculture and industrial region, and last Chambal Behead. And who was the second person to divide Rajasthan physically? That is S.K. Sen. And what basis? In climate of basis. The climate of basis in 1968. Other than this, dear student, in 1971, R.L. Singh. In 1971, R.L. Singh also divided Rajasthan physically. Rajasthan divided physically. He divided Rajasthan to measure 4 minor and 12 subdivisions. And R.L. Singh, Ramlochan Singh was the third person who trying to Rajasthan divide physically. So dear student, first person Professor V.C. Misra, second person S.K. Sen, and third person, which is R.L. Singh, he is divided Rajasthan to major and 4 minor and 12 subdivisions. And now the physical division we read Rajasthan is divided into physically, that is given by the Harimohan Saxena. Hari Mohan Saxena. And now our point is, our point, we know that Rajasthan is divided into in the present time divided into 4 physical regions, and this physical division was given by the Hari Mohan Saxena. Hari Mohan Saxena. Hari Mohan Saxena's physical division. Physical division. Hari Mohan Saxena's physical division. Physical division. Dear student, Hari Mohan Saxena gave his physical division in 1994. And what is the basis of what is the base of Hari Mohan Saxena? The base of structure. In the basis of structure. The base of structure. In 1994, Hari Mohan Saxena was written a book which is named physical division. Physical division of Rajasthan. In this book, Hari Mohan Saxena divide Rajasthan into 4 physical divisions. Four physical divisions, and which is very important first. Now come to our point. Hari Mohan Saxena's physical division. In the basis of structure, he divided Rajasthan into 4 parts. And which is 4 part? The student, come to point. First is the southern and eastern Hadoti Plateau. This is the south side of Rajasthan. This is the south side of Rajasthan. This is the south side of Rajasthan. This is the east side of Rajasthan, and this is the southeast side of Rajasthan. And this part is known as Hadoti, because Hada kings are ruled here, so that is why it is known as also Hadoti. And all this part is formed from a basaltic lava of volcanic eruption. So it is all plateau part. So its name Southeastern Hadoti Plateau. Second, dear student, eastern plains. Second, dear student, eastern plains. Dear student, this part of Rajasthan, all made from the rivers and the sand part, so it is known as eastern part of Rajasthan. Dear student, the third region, the third physical division is known as Arauli region. We know that there in our Rajasthan there is a mountain which is known as Arauli region. And last fourth part is western sandy part. Sandy plains. This is the western sandy plains, all known as Thar desert, also known as Thar plains, also known as Thar desert. So dear student, according to Hari Mohan Saxena, Rajasthan is divided into 4 physical regions in the basis of structure, and Hari Mohan Saxena had given his physical division in 1994. So in his book Physical Division of Rajasthan, and Hari Mohan Saxena was divided Rajasthan into 4 physical divisions, which is first southeastern Hadoti Plateau, second eastern plains, third Arauli regions, and 4 western sandy plains. Dear student, now in all four part of Rajasthan, in all 4 divisions of Rajasthan, we read about the 4 points. First the time period formation. First the formation, formation and formation period, formation and formation period. Second, expansion. Third, specialties. And fourth, classification. For example, first we discuss about the Haduti plateau. Then we discuss in Haduti plateau, first point, formation of Haduti and formation period of Haduti plateau. Second, expansion of Haduti plateau. Third, specialties of Haduti plateau. Fourth, classification of Haduti plateau. Second, for example, we discuss about the Aravalli region. Then we discuss about the formation of Aravalli and formation period of Aravalli, expansion of Aravalli, specialties of Aravalli, classification of Aravalli. Third, western desert part. So we discuss about the formation and formation period of western desert. We discuss about the expansion of western desert. We discuss about the specialties of western desert, and we will discuss about the classification of western desert. So dear student, this is the base of the physical division of Rajasthan. In next class we discuss each four physical divisions of Rajasthan, which is southeastern Haduti plateau, eastern plains, Aravalli regions, and western sandy plain. But now last we complete revision our class. Dear student, firstly we discuss about our point is physical division of Rajasthan. It is necessary to read the Alfred Wegener continental theory before read the physical division of Rajasthan, because Alfred Wegener's continental theory is directly related with the physical division of Rajasthan. So what is Alfred Wegener continental theory? Dear student, Alfred Wegener gave his continental theory in 1912. And what is Alfred Wegener continental theory? Dear student, according to Alfred Wegener, entire world was form of a body which is known as Pangea. We can say that what is Pangea? We can say that what is Pangea? The supercontinent part of Earth. We know that our Earth part is divided into seven different continents, but all these 7 continents are the part of Pangea. It is the culmination of Pangea. So supercontinent part of Earth known as Pangea, and which is the 29% of Earth. And around Pangea, around it there was a geocycline. There was a ocean part which is known as Panthalassa, and which is the 71% of Earth. Dear student, according to Wegener, after 14 years ago and 14 crore years ago, 14 years ago, the Pangea is divided into 2 parts. One is northern part and one is southern part. The northern part of Pangea is known as Angara land. So what is Angara land? The northern part of Pangea is known as Angara land. And what is the Gondwana land? The southern part of Pangea is known as Gondwana land. And in between Angara land and Gondwana land, there was a geocycline which is known as Tethys Sea, So according to Alfred Wegener, our earth is formed from Angara land, Gondwana land, and Tethys Sea. So our Rajasthan is also formed from only Gondwana land and Tethys Sea. The no one part of Rajasthan and no one part of India is formed from Angara land. So that is Alfred Wegener continental theory. So the moral of the Alfred Wegener continental theory is Rajasthan is the remains. A question is asked from here. Haduti plateau is remains of, Aravalli is remains of, western desert is remains of, eastern plains is remains of. So Rajasthan is remains of only Gondwana land and Tethys Sea. No one part of Rajasthan is formed from Angara land. So dear student, now come to point physical division of Rajasthan. Now the physical division we read had given by the Harimohan Saxena. But Harimohan Saxena was the not first person to divide Rajasthan physically. Then who was the first person to divide Rajasthan physically? That is Professor V.C. Misra. Professor V.C. Misra had given his physical division in 1968 in his book Physical Division of Rajasthan, a Physical Geography of Rajasthan in 1968. This book was published in 1968 by the National Book Trust. In this book, according to Harimohan Saxena, in the basis of climate, agriculture, industrial and land part, Rajasthan is divided into 7 physical regions. According to Harimohan Saxena, which is canal region, arid region, semi-arid region, Aravalli region, southeastern agriculture region and eastern industrial agriculture region and Chambal Behad. That is Professor V.C. Misra's physical division. And other than this, the second person who divide Rajasthan physically, that is S.K. Sen. In the basis of climate, S.K. Sen divide Rajasthan physically to trying divide Rajasthan physically in 1968. And other than this, in 1971, R.L. Singh, Ramlochan Singh also divided Rajasthan physically in 2 major and 4 minor and 12 subdivisions. But the physical division that we read now, which is given by the which is given by the Dr. Harimohan Saxena in 1994 in the basis of structure. And the physical division of Rajasthan, according to Harimohan Saxena, in the basis of structure, Harimohan Saxena divide Rajasthan into 4 physical divisions, which is southeastern Hadoti Plateau, eastern plains, Aravalli region and western sandy plains. And in this we will discuss the 4 physical divisions, and each physical divisions we will in each physical division we will discuss the 4 point: formation and formation period of the physical division, expansion of the physical division, specialties of the physical division and classification of physical division. That is all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.